Okay, we're all set up. We're tight, and we've dropped our table down so that it's just going to kiss the top of that, hopefully. Well, it looks like it's a ways down. Okay, that should do something. Okay, that's the second side. We've got 3 more of those to do, and we'll be back.
Hey, how's it going? We're back on this project with the race car, and the next step is just to rough off some of the metal, get it close down so we can do the fine cut. What we're doing is we're just taking a little bit out here and there, run a pass through, clean some of that up. And this is what we got to work with, so let's get it in there, get it set up, and get some of that off there. Make sure that we don't have any burrs on our edges here. Nice and clean. What we want to do is just get it flush to the outside here. So we'll set it in. Pretty nice. Get our straight edge, run it along the side here, get all those chips out the way so we get nice and flat. Get nice and flat there, and just push it right up to it. Tighten her down. That'll get us nice and flat to start. Same position. So get that nice and tight. Come in with the hammer and make sure our shims are sitting. See, they're a little loose there. So what we want to do is over here and get a smack on it. Okay. A little tight. Get it back to 0. Get some water going, and we'll get this cut out. Get her set here on 0 for our first pass. And we're just going to take it all out of one bite. Okay. Depth is good, nothing's moved. Get our water going and we'll get it out. This part's pretty easy. There she is. Just a bit of water. Jason here. Moving on with these race car strut supports. We got most of the material ate out on the last video. Now what we're gonna do is go in with our finishing bit and clean these up, get them down to our measurements, and also bring in this half-inch radius on the bottom. So we got our mill bit in there. Get it lined up in the jaw here and get it running. All right, here we go. Just take a straight edge. Make sure it's nice and flush to the edge of the jaw. That nice and tight. We want to check our shims. We got a little play, so we're going to bring the table over, give it a good smack, get it nice and tight down, tighten her down, and we'll get this mill running. There we go. There we go. These shims are nice and tight. We're gonna come through with a few pretty 30,000 cuts or so and get down to the final 5, and we're gonna do the last 5 on a climb cut and get it nice and clean. So bring this back out. First pass, we're just going to run through and barely catch it. Make sure we're not tearing anything up too bad. Here we go. Hey there, Jason again. On this step we gotta take off a little bit of this front here. We're gonna go in about 250 thousandths and come down a little bit. We're gonna cut this back, put a little radius on the bottom, and it's pretty much this step. Right now we're gonna rough it off there, and we got it set up. We're in the machine and fire it up and get going. And there it is. We got the rough meat cut out. We're gonna get the different mill in there, come back and get that right down to our spec. We got the main metal peeled off this front plate. We're gonna go back in with our finishing bit, take off just a few more thousandths, get a little radius cut on the bottom there. We got the round mill in there to get us that radius. So here we go.
Next part of this, okay, the next part of this operation is this little ledge right here. And that ledge was really important when we were doing all the cutting up here, because this held the thing down and there was no other way to hold it. So, but now we don't want the ledge, so we're gonna use my new bandsaw and go for it. Okay, well, the next step is cutting a radius around this. Now, you know, if I was a real machinist, I would have went in and radiused that with a you know, a bit. But I'm a fake it machinist. Give it up. Okay, so we're gonna just pull a radius on that and call it quits. All right, we got that ground. We're going to come back in later with a finer paper and clean that up a bit more. But for right now, we're going to go over to the grinding bench and take off all of these edges here and clean up just this surface down here. So, we'll be back.
Hey, Jason again. We're getting close to ending this project. One of the last steps we have to go through and put a slot in right here. And I did one side already and forgot to film it. Luckily I still have this side that I can show you guys how I do that. So basically I got the center finder in. We'll get it going, we'll touch both sides and get our center. And then we got our lines marked and our numbers set, and we'll just run in with our mill. We're going to go down in 3 different steps as to not eat too much out, and then we got to come back and clean up both sides about 7 thousandths. So without further ado, let's get it going. And there she is.
Okay, we're done. It's a complete project. It only took like a month and a half. And, you know, we might have made, 30 cents an hour here. So, it's one of those projects where whatever. And Jason was right alongside of me. Yeah, teamwork.
A lot of fun.
And he still thinks it's fun. Okay, this is Nick Collier and
Jason Rogers.
on our way out.
Thank you.